Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. It's been a very busy Monday.
It truly has. It's been a very Monday.
Yeah. And I have to wash my hair tonight, and that's like the worst 2 nights of the week.
Oh, 100%. I washed mine on Friday, and I'm not looking forward to doing it tomorrow. So,
yeah.
I feel your pain.
But yeah, I'm just going to jump right into my stuff, and then we'll dick off. Because we've been gone, so we have some updates about some fun shit we've been doing.
Exactly. We'll tell you all about it.
Okay, so mine's, it's like a few different cases combined because there's not a ton of information.
Okay.
And, as you know, that's pretty on par for, Indigenous women because they're just not as, much information in general. So this post is from Quirky Motor from Reddit, who was nominated Best of 2020. Yes.
Ooh.
I know, right? That's pretty great. So there's a few different women who went missing in the Puyallup.
Mm-hmm.
Puyallup. It's spelled Puyallup. So that's this area in Washington. And there were several women who went missing from there.
So tell me why when you were spelling that out, I swear to God I thought you were going to spell the word platypus, and then you didn't.
Platypus. I did not.
No.
I don't know. Maybe because there's a Y in there.
Yeah, I just got sidetracked when you were talking and spelling that out. I was like, whoa, what the fuck did you just say to me?
I do have a question for you, though.
I might have an answer.
What is the plural word for platypuses?
I think it's just platypus.
Is the plural?
I think. I'm Googling it.
There's a gaggle platypus.
Oh my God, get out of here.
What a word. Okay, so you Google and let me know. So we're going to talk about Helen Irene Tucker, who was 27 years old when she went missing. She was from Washington originally. What is it?
So, the plural of platypus is platypuses, but platypodes is also acceptable.
Platypodes?
Platypodes. I don't understand. It says, literally says here, given that platypodes has, for some unfathomable reason, never become popular, the dictionary goes on to say that the accepted plural is platypuses.
Okay. All right. Well, good to know.
Yeah.
So
there's your fun fact for the day. You can use that at trivia night.
We could. I'll win. Okay. So Helen, again, 27. She struggled with addiction and homelessness, but she was regularly in contact with her family because they were raising her. She had a family friend who was raising her 3-year-old son.
Okay.
Helen's mother, Frida, blamed herself for Helen's issues, but she speculates that her daughter might have been abused when she was a preteen, which caused, kind of her issues, which is pretty common. By the time Helen was a teenager, she was involved in sex work. But again, she was still in contact with her family. She called always on birthdays and holidays. The last time she was seen was in 1994 when she went to the police station to report that she had been assaulted by one of her customers. And that was the last time she had been seen. So this was in 1994. Okay. That was the last time she was seen. She was not reported missing until the year 2000. After a family friend realized that she had not been formally reported missing, mistakenly thinking that another one of their family members had filed an official police report, which is also known as a bystander effect, you guys.
I was literally just going to say, this is a bystander effect within your own family. That's so bonkers.
Yes. So, and there's actually some really great resources on what the bystander effect is, so if you're not sure what we're talking about, you should go do your research, because we don't ever want to be the bystander.
No,
it doesn't take action.
Exactly. The TLDR is that, you just assume that someone else is going to fix something, or, if something's going on in front of you.
Or call 911, or say something if something bad is going on.
You assume someone else already has or is going to, so you don't bother. But then if everybody assumes that somebody else is going to or has, then nothing actually happens.
Yes. So, just in case. So Helen's case was originally given to the Green River Task Force because at this time, Gary Ridgway, who was the Green River killer, was targeting prostitutes. They then returned the file to Tacoma PD after they ruled out Gary Ridgway. Newer reports think that Helen died at the hands of a different predator. She was last seen on Puyallup Avenue at what was then a BP station, and the intersection is Puyallup and Portland Ave in Tacoma, Washington. There was one report that she was spotted in Colorado after this, but it's not verified, and I would probably take that with a grain of salt. Helen is described as a white female, about 5'5", weighing 115 pounds. She had long brown hair and blue eyes. She normally would wear jeans and a long-sleeve shirt. She has a tattoo on her upper right forearm of a rose covered with a snake and a dagger, and a tattoo on her upper left forearm of a rose and a gnome. She was missing one tooth in the front of her mouth on her upper jaw. It is said that she has a distinctive masculine walk. So, she also could be using the last name Cook if she is still alive and had just disappeared, or just taken off, which I would tend to think she didn't, especially if she had a child.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
No, and I'm going to cover another, and then I'll probably save the rest for the next episode, because I think there's more than 5. I mean, there's 5 that are deep dives, and then there's some more names that are thrown out here, so... the next one in 1999, Tammy Faye Kowalchuk, I think that's how you say it, disappeared at the age of 17. She was also from the Tacoma area. She struggled with ADHD and several other behavioral issues. So she kind of struggled in school. Eventually, she had an addiction to meth, and her mom believes that that's a way she, would self-medicate. But it would make her violent and unpredictable. So
Yikes.
She kind of, as these things kind of happened, she started being a prostitute, or a sex worker, I shall say. So and of course, as these things happen, unfortunately, there's often a guy who's a pimp who is taking advantage of these girls, who is convincing them to work the streets and giving them drugs, and at the end of the day, she's a victim, especially at the age of 17.
Yeah, absolutely.
She was arrested for drug possession and sentenced to time at Echo Glen, which was a facility for juvenile offenders. She had help at this facility, which it said that her life was really looking up. Her mom and her were mending their relationship, getting closer. And her mom said that after her release, Tammy was still calling regularly, despite not really being home or running away from home. The last time Tammy was heard from was December of 1999. She was last seen getting into a small white car in the evening to go see some friends. Later that evening, Tammy let her mom know she was going to travel the country with a long-haul truck driver named Tony, and she wanted to come by the house and get her clothes. Her mom was like, girl, you have a 10 p.m. curfew, so no. And that's a court-ordered curfew, so not her curfew, but... So her daughter didn't come home. Cindy went out looking for her, again in the Puyallup Avenue area and Pacific Highway South, but to try to find Tammy working, but she wasn't. She stopped and talked to a few people who said that she knew Tammy by her street name Tamira, but no one had seen her. And then she had never been seen again. She's described as a white female with light blonde hair and blue eyes. She had a tattoo of a teardrop under her eye. She's about 5 foot tall, 110 pounds. But her mom says that she's more 5'8", 110 pounds. So I'm not really sure. 5 foot to 5'8". Pretty big discrepancy.
Yeah.
She sometimes goes, yeah, right, 8 inches. That's basically shorter than me and as tall as you, basically.
The hell?
She also sometimes goes by Tamira or Tabitha. Gary Ridgway is a suspect in her disappearance. So I'm not sure what the status is on that, but that's also a possibility. But, you know, he, like, had kind of an MO. He would dump them in the river. So, but, I don't know. Maybe that's different.
You never know.
Yeah, so those are the two I'm going to cover today, and then there's more. I am taking, like, a little bit, you know, of a segue off of my streak of Indigenous women, but these women are still super vulnerable, and you know, it's not really like well known because
absolutely,
you know, the outcasts and the just people who aren't desirable aren't as covered.
Exactly. No, I completely understand where you're coming from with that. And I'm gonna jump into mine. So mine's kind of a little bit long, but it's also like semi-current,
bonkers, right?
Yeah, and it's bonks. So
buckle up, Buttercup.
Exactly. So I was
buckle up, platypuses.
Platypodes.
Platypodes.
I kind of dig that one. I don't know why.
I do too. I like it's like nematode.
Yeah. No, that's 100% what I was thinking too. So that's really funny.
I like it. Okay.
So, my best friend Becky, she lives in Idaho, just outside of Boise, and she got married in this town called Emmett, and that's where this case took place. So that's why it like stuck out to me. Wow. I was like, oh shit, because this like is current. Like, so there was a case that was written up about a month ago on some disappearances from last year, and then now this year there's updates.
Okay.
Updates as of a few weeks ago.
Okay.
So, all right. Tristan Connor.
All right.
Alrighty. Let's jump into this hoe. All right. Tristan Connor Sexton, Taylor Summers, and Taryn Summers, are three siblings who are from Emmett, Idaho. Emmett is the biggest city and county of Gem County. If that name sounds familiar, you may be correct. Emmett is the location of the infamous disappearance and likely murder of Mary Ann Watson. Marie's daughter has done several write-ups on her mother's case and is an active member of the subreddit. This is the Unresolved Mysteries subreddit, in case anyone's curious. This case has nothing to do with Marie Ann Watson, but it's the same vicinity.
Area. Yeah. Okay.
So Tristan Connor Sexton, Taylor Summers, and Taryn Summers are... oh, I'm so sorry. I was reading the same exact paragraph I was just reading.
Oops.
I know, right? On the evening of September 10th, 2020, Tristan was last seen off of Airport Road and Highway 52 in Emmett. Just over a month later, on October 19th, his sister Taylor went missing from the exact same location. First of all, why did you go back?
But also, what?
Yeah.
They say lightning does not strike twice. That's odd.
Oh, it gets weirder.
Okay.
So no one has heard from the teens since then.
Wait, how old?
So one is, I think, 16, and the other one is 14. Yeah.
Okay.
At the time of their disappearance.
Really young. Okay.
Yeah. So, there was some, like, rumors that, like, they had run away. There was a lot of speculation as to kind of, what was going on there.
Yeah. As there would be, yeah.
Right. No one has seen or heard from the teen since then. Unfortunately, this case has not gotten a lot of media attention. Although it's been over 7 months since Tristan was last seen. This is as of last month. These have been dismissed as run-of-the-mill runaway teen cases. So
wait, this was last year?
Yeah, so this is last fall. So he went missing in September, and she went missing in October.
Wow. Okay.
So a major incident has happened as the time they were writing this, like that day. Okay. So this was, it doesn't have the exact date, but it was in April. So on April 12th, 2021, Taryn Summers was last seen on, you guessed it, Airport Road and Highway 52 in Emmett, Idaho. So their little sister.
What? How old was she?
8.
What the heck?
Yeah. So, she was reported missing to the public a couple of days after she, originally went missing.
Yeah.
So this totally flipped the original missing persons case on the head. There's no way an 8-year-old would go missing on their own volition. It's just really odd and disturbing that 3 siblings went missing from the exact same location on 3 separate occasions over the course of 7 months.
Yes. I had questions, but I'll wait till you get more into it.
Right. So there's nothing publicly known about the children's parents, but something, like, upsetting is definitely happening, right? Like, where did they go? Like, why were the older ones gone for, like, 7 months and then the little one goes missing? You know, was anybody involved in the disappearance? Is it still a runaway? Like, what's the motive here? Like, what's going on?
Right. And isn't that a bit antiquated? Like, it doesn't matter what age. If you're under, like, 17 or even 18, like, you're runaway, you're missing. Like, it doesn't matter. You're a minor. Yeah. Okay, I'm done. Continue.
Okay. So, then about, like, a week later, there was an update. So, this person writes again. By the way, this is by a user on Reddit named Maddie Kate. She's done a lot of write-ups on cases from Idaho. So I might pick and choose a couple other ones just because I know people that live out there and I know people listen out there. So, you know.
Shout out to Becky.
Hell yeah. So, you know, hopefully these get some more traction and things start, like, moving along.
Yeah.
So, so the new updates, so about a month ago, the body of 8-year-old Taryn Summers Quentin was found. Tristan and Taylor are alleged to be alive and in contact with the family. Their grandmother has been charged with first-degree murder.
What the Okay.
Yeah. So, there was a 7-minute press conference, held about a month ago now. So a body was found on the property of their grandmother, the children's grandmother. And then they confirmed that it was the body of Taryn and that Tristan and Taylor were allegedly still alive and in contact with the family. 54-year-old Connie Ann Smith, the grandmother of the children, was booked in Ada County Jail on one count of first-degree murder.
Okay.
So then there was another update, because that was kind of the end of that one. So now, this is 21 days ago as of today, the 24th of May, so May 3rd.
Okay.
So
you mathed.
I did math, and oh my god, it was right!
It was right.
But if anyone listens to this on any day that's not May 24th, 2021, do your own math.
Right.
I'm not doing it for you. Anywho, so Tristan Sexton and Taylor Summers Quentin have been confirmed to be alive and have spoken face-to-face with law enforcement. 54-year-old Connie Smith has been denied a bail reduction and is facing 2 charges related to the death of Taryn Summers. So, she had a hearing on May 3rd. She waived her right to a speedy preliminary trial. The next hearing is actually going to be, like, tomorrow, May 25th. So,
okay.
I'm going to follow this case and keep updating as things happen. That's why I wanted to talk about it, because it's, like, actively shit's going down. Sorry, where am I? Her attorney, Mark Kuntz, advocated for a bail reduction. This was denied. Her bail remains set at $800,000. At the time of her arrest, she was booked on account of murder in the first degree. This has since changed due to the continued development in the case. She's now facing charges of failing to report a corpse, destruction of evidence. Unless more charges are added, she could face up to 15 years in prison. So, and then that part was, like, all, like public information, like, whatever, because it's in the court system, right? So the next thing is something I guess got, like, very little news coverage. So the 2 older siblings have been confirmed to be alive. There's no details about their whereabouts, but they've both definitely had face-to-face interviews with law enforcement and are not in danger. Both of them have also been removed from the state's missing persons clearinghouse, indicating that it had been found. So, yeah, I'm going to be updating, keeping you guys updated on this, and I think it's just kind of bonkers.
Yeah, I have so many questions.
Me too. And right now, a lot of it's not public information because it's still an active case.
First off, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And second off, what?
Mm-hmm.
But
So,
okay. I mean, at least they've got the grandma but what?
Yeah, absolutely
like,
insane.
What? Why would the older ones just leave the little one? Like, that's messed up.
Right. So, like, I have questions. Like, when like law enforcement says like they're not in any harm, does that mean that they're like in, well, actually, if they were in custody, like there would be record of that.
Yeah. But where are, well, maybe not necessarily if they're minors.
Yeah, that's true.
Their names wouldn't be out anyways.
Yeah, so they very well may be in custody, of sorts, and I don't know if they have any, connection to the death of their sister.
Where are their parents?
Literally. Crazy.
Okay, wow, okay. Well, I will anxiously await some updates on that one, because that's random.
Yeah. It's like, it was one of the craziest things I've ever read, and I was like, I've been to that town. Like,
right, that's
like
wild.
it's the biggest town in the county, but it's a small county.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you.
That would be like saying that, town you went to high school in was that, like the biggest town in the county.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, so I'll keep updating as things continue to unfold there. But
all right. Okay. Well, do you want to dig off?
Yeah.
Also, did Zach just get home? Because I heard some twinkle toes.
Yes, that was the twinkle toes of Zachary getting home. Our puppies were pitter pattering over to say hi to their father.
I could hear it.
Couple happy boys.
We've been busy because we went to Palm Springs last week.
We did.
For the week before, really, though.
Well, right, but like we were there for like a good chunk of time.
We got home last Sunday, but yeah, we went for Audrey's bachelorette. It was super fun.
Hell yeah!
But last week was a bit of a struggle bus for us because we just were hungover.
Exactly.
From 4 days of drinking.
Yeah, so we're not apologizing because it was a blast, so it's fine.
No regrets.
No, not even a letter.
But yeah, it's like not even one letter. It's this next couple weeks is like super busy for me and my job, so bless it.
Exactly. We're gonna try to get some episodes pre-recorded this weekend so that we don't have any more lapses. But we're back. Hi.
Hi. We still need to finish the Golden State Killer thing so we can record that. That'll be good, but so you have anything, interesting other than that?
Zach and I have been watching this really good, like, docu-series on CNN. Are you watching it on Peacock? Or, Hulu, perhaps? I'm asking him. Oh, he's pretty sure it's on HBO now.
Ooh, okay.
HBO Max, excuse me. HBO's changed their name like 800 times, so I can't keep up.
There's also, there's HBO Now and there's HBO Go, or whatever. HBO Max. I don't know.
Cheese and rice.
There's a bunch. There's a bunch.
Yeah. So we've been watching this CNN docuseries called The 2000s. It is mas interessante. It's like a nostalgia trip, but also like there's like history stuff in there like that's very interesting.
I bet it would be interesting
really
to watch
it
as an adult and because we were experienced as kids.
Yeah, and I think they have like one for the 90s and the 80s too, but I could be wrong. But they definitely have a 2000s one, and like I said, it's pretty dope. So I've been enjoying that.
I've been watching Mayor of Easttown on HBO Max, and I'm pissed because they just did something that was surprising, and I was like,
I would say you're not allowed to do any spoilers on the show. I'm sorry.
I'm not, but I'm mad. I'm really angry about it. Okay. Also, Evan Peters is in it, and I love him. He's from American Horror Story, if you're familiar.
Yes.
I love him.
Hell yeah.
So it's pretty good, but I am very pissed at not the latest episode, but last week's episode. And I think there's one more, and then it's like finished. But it has Kate Winslet in it, which she's an all-star, so it's really good.
No, yeah, she's rad. Other things I've been watching, or I guess Zach and I have been watching, the Mighty Ducks series on Disney Plus. It's everything.
Yeah. Okay.
The mom is played by Lauren Graham, so it's literally, and she's Lorelai Gilmore in this role.
I love that.
Yeah, and it's dope.
I love me a Lorelai Gilmore moment.
Me too. And Gordon Bombay is in it.
I'd have to Google that
coach. He was the coach. Anyways, so it's a fun show. I think that's kind of like all we've been watching. Oh, you know what I just rediscovered was on Amazon Prime? The Simple Life.
I don't think I've seen it.
With Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie, like, going places and, like, doing, like, real people jobs.
No.
Oh, my God. It is, like, very early 2000s. And it's everything. I highly recommend you watching it if you have Amazon Prime.
You're into it. You're into the millennial stuff right now.
I am. I'm having a full-on nostalgia trip. It's great.
I'm trying to think of what else I've been watching. Not really anything super... Oh, I guess I found this show on Hulu, and I'm mad because it got canceled, but, like, a couple years ago. But they have all 3 seasons on Hulu. It's called Murder in the First. And it's actually really good. And the main actor, I can't remember his name, but he has such a calming voice. I really love it. He just... I could listen to him all day. But there's only 3 seasons, and they got canceled, and I'm pissed.
That's how I feel about the Santa Clarita Diet.
That too. Don't even get me started. I was pissed when they canceled that. Netflix is stupid.
Yeah, no, that was most upsetting.
You're going to tell me you're going to cancel Santa Clarita Diet, but then produce something like Too Hot to Handle? Why don't you just shove my face in a meat grinder? Like, come on.
Hey, don't shit on Too Hot to Handle. I loved that show.
It was good, but, like...
It was dumb. Yeah.
Santa Clarita Diet was so much better.
No, 100%. I'm just being an asshole.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I think that's all I've been, like, watching and stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty boring these days. I'm just tired.
Yeah, I've been sleeping a lot. That's been great.
Me too. I've been working and sleeping and taking care of Emerson. I have a white hair. I'm pulling it out right now.
Oh my god. I do see that, actually. Wait, don't pluck it out. Like, 5 more are gonna grow its place.
It's
glistening. You fucked up.
I didn't do it yet.
Oh, I thought you did it.
No.
Excellent.
Well, I think we're gonna call it a night, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, on that note, let's wrap this bitch up.
Before I get more.
Yeah. We'll catch you next week with another one.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
Probably,
if not,
hopefully.
We'll see you next time. All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye.